Let's do this. Let's do this. As you can see, this is Zach K. Raw Part 1. Look at, come on, get a little centered. Get a little more centered. Now, the reason I'm calling this Raw instead of Delirious is because of that. Because of that. This, my audience, friends, people, is a IPA beer. It's actually all day. I haven't been drinking all day. It's called Founders All Day. It's a really good IPA. I love beers, by the way. I'm a beer guy. But I'm drinking. My idea is this. The shows I drink, which is not going to be a lot. I'm going to call those Zach K. Raw. Another shout out to Eddie Murphy. You know, when I was young, my friends and I had a group of friends. I'll probably discuss them occasionally. Back in the day, I had a group of friends where I would, if we hung out at my house, we either watch Eddie Murphy Delirious or Eddie Murphy Raw. And there was a couple other stand-ups that I would I wouldn't force them to watch it. They all loved it. I don't know. No, I just put it on because we all loved it. But I was a fanatic about those stand-ups. There was this Damon Wayans one that I really loved. He was on HBO. There were some other ones, I think. I can't remember what the other ones were. Not a lot of stand-ups. I'm really, really picky about stand-ups. So picky. If the stand-up comedian is not highly intelligent, and I'm not saying I'm some highly intelligent guy, but if the comedian isn't highly intelligent, I can't watch him. And then there's the agenda pushing, you know, it's like, it feels like the crap from corrupt figures on the left. And hey, if you're on the left and you're a citizen, I will still break bread with you. But the leaders who are corrupt, and there's corrupt leaders on the right, but the left corrupt leaders, my goodness. And where I'm going with this is the media on the left, I find to be corrupt. And some of these leftist comedians, I mean, they might as well sit on MSNBC and do their bits because it sounds the same. Always complaining about Trump and supposed racist and Islamophobic people, and it's like, you know, I don't know. I don't want to break open that Pandora's box on this show, but because I have a political show. And by the way, I'm doing a political show in 20 minutes, and I had the urge to get this through and do Raw Part 1. I got 3. I think I have 3 Delirious filmed. Oh, that beer is so good. Yeah, but I'm a beer guy. And my instincts tell me I'll probably be a wine guy, like in my 40s and 50s. For those curious who don't know, I'm 34. My name is Zach, as you can tell. I was told today by my mom's boyfriend. He goes, the scruffiness on the face, which I have, you know, like I don't shave, I trim. I trim it real short, but I let it stay scruffy, which I prefer. He said that it's no longer in style, and perhaps it's not, but I'm gonna stay with it, and I'm gonna maintain that style. I'm gonna keep that fucking thing alive. Sorry for the F-bomb. But it's true. I'm going to keep it alive. I love having a scruffy beard. It's like the best thing. It's the best setup for a beard that I look good in. I went to Caputo's today, which is an Italian grocery store in Chicago, the metropolitan area in the suburbs. and that fucking place, they rebuilt like half of it, and it's brand new. It's got like a fire pit. I mean, this is a grocery store, you guys. You know, before they did this construction and this add-on, it was, you know, it was just kind of mediocre. They have great, cool stuff, right? Like European food and a lot of cool meats, and but they built like it's like white wood and marble. They got a bar, and they got a fire pit you can sit around. It's like, wow. And I was there for about 35 minutes, and but Jesus, did I have fun. Just shopping. Excuse me. Grocery shopping. It was so fun. I'm I'm the only guy I know who enjoys shopping, be it for food or material things. I will do that. I enjoy it. Huh. I gotta run upstairs to get a beer here soon. I'm almost out. Pretty soon, Joy Sparkle BS and I are going to be creating a video together. She's going to feature me so that I go from 5 views to 300. That'll be exciting to get a following, to get an audience. I'll probably be even more careful with what I say, but it'll still be fun. It will still be fun. I'm kind of glad I only have 15 minutes to do for this video, because I don't really have a shitload to say. I just felt like coming on. I don't know. Not a lot's on my mind. And I don't want to sit here on these videos and just pick like one subject and just rant about it for like 30 minutes. No one wants to watch that shit. I'd rather be like free flow and like, you know, be a variety about what I talk about and totally express myself and entertain you guys, right? I want to entertain. If I didn't think that I could produce entertaining content, I wouldn't do this. And yes, I think I can. I'm confident in that. We've done a lot of shows for our political network. I did like 4 live videos, maybe 5 this week. We had the goal of bringing out more content. And by the way, that network is Redcon One Media Network. It's run by my friend Rob. He goes by the name Big Sarge on the show. We have our flagship show is in 15 minutes. And we've been a little more disciplined lately of like drinking on the show. Before we would just drink, and you know, thankfully we can all still focus and drink. Like we're the type of people who can just still bring up good points even though we might be drunk. You know, we might trip a little with our words, but our points are pretty clear. So yeah. But that show's coming up here. I wonder if I'm going to do a show after this where I'm drunk. I don't know if I'm going to get drunk tonight, but if I do, I might put up a show and might create a video. I'm going to see if Joy wants to do a video after this. We'll see. It'd be kind of embarrassing. Maybe I shouldn't do that, because the first time she features me and I'm drunk, maybe we record that and air it later. And you know what's funny? I'm not really talking or bringing something political to this video right now, but me just kind of rambling and thinking out loud and dialoguing about stuff. Like some people are going to just completely find that entertaining, which is very cool. You know, it's really hard for me to. I mean, like I said earlier, I'm picky about who I follow. I'm really picky because I think there's only a handful of people who are on a high level when it comes to podcasting or stand up. I mean, the same goes for all other entertainment forms, right? Like movies. Like what, 98.9% of movies that are pumped out of Hollywood are garbage. 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 And I'm surprised that that Hollywood's just not broke. And that the city shuts down. They're like, we don't have any money left. We spend it on stupid shit. They push stupid messages with their movies. It's just the left. It's the leftist people that are in executive positions over there. They're all leftists. And again, I have nothing against leftist citizens. I mean, yes, I'll debate you, and I think you've been lied to, and you bought those lies. Not to say that people on the right are perfect, but the left, the leaders of the left, they spew a lot of bullshit. And they're radical. They're radical. Get rid of ICE. Let these 10,000 people in this caravan, let them all in. Are you crazy? You think that's gonna do you think that has any positive effect on our country? Name me two positive things. One I can see them saying would be we're helping them, right? And that makes sense. Yes, if they're seeking asylum, but you know what? They're seeking asylum because of their economies, not from religious persecution, not from violent persecution, all because their countries have failed economically. Don't come here. You'll bring problems here. Do it legally. Do it in the way other people do it, where they wait 2 years and they bust their ass. Don't just come here and try and bash your way in. We're gonna turn you away. And if you start throwing rocks, I don't really like the idea that I hope no one opens fire on the military. I hope no one dies. But you know what I hope? I hope if some of these people in the caravan attack military men, I hope they get arrested and are charged. I hope that. I mean, you shouldn't get away with that. And people throwing rocks, you can't get away with that. Don't shoot them. I hope they don't shoot them. But arrest them, detain them. That's violence. You're breaking the law, attacking our military like that. And yeah, I understand it's like, oh, you want to send the military, why don't you send this or that? I'm not qualified on that. I don't know what the best answer to deal with that is. But at least Trump's doing something. The left imagine if we had Obama. He would let them all in. And what does that do? That drives down wages. It increases crime because and because some keywords, some are indeed probably criminals. The left will try and say it's all kids and women. No, it's not. It's 80% men. That's journalistic conclusions. You can look that up, and it's bullshit when they lie on the left in the media, and that's a fact. And you know what? Able-bodied men coming from failed states usually are not as respectful to laws, and it has nothing to do with their race. It has to do with their country, their governments. Their governments have failed them. Their economies were managed poorly, and they're detrimental to the people. It has nothing to do with race. They just happen to be another race. But if we were in that position, and we were all white, and our country was bad, and El Salvador was great, and we caravanned it down there, the issue would still be the same. Our economy would suck. Our economy while we're leaving sucks. Our economy is probably the best in the world right now, there's some investigative journalists have said that the type of backing and organization behind these caravans is very questionable. Like George Soros might be in the UN. You know, like, for example, like, where are they getting food? Who's feeding them? Who's giving them water? Where are they sleeping? Do they have? Who's giving them supplies? Um, who's facilitating all those things? I also heard that they've been leaving just trash as they're moving through, just hordes of trash all over Mexico, and the Mexicans are furious about it. And you know what? Go ahead and call me a conspiracy theorist. I don't care about your labels. I know what I know, and I've seen the evidence, and I have done the homework. It's a leftist tactic to label me as a conspiracy theorist so that you don't listen to me. It's exactly what it is. It's a conspiracy. It's not a theory. There's evidence for it. Yeah, I can't right now prove it. But anything behind closed doors, when there's two or more people who are planning something, that's the definition of a conspiracy. So to think that either people on the left and the right who are corrupt are not conspiring, bullshit. Of course they're conspiring. That's what a conspiracy is. It's a term that's been used for hundreds of years. Well, since the beginning of civilization. Yeah, not cavemen, but organized civilizations. There's always people conspiring. It's a tactic to you know what it is? It's just an attempt to make reality sound crazy so that it's not embraced. And so you turn your back on facts because you don't want to seem crazy. Wow, I'm really going on a rant right now. Sorry. I guess I'm going to be doing this too. Five minutes, and I'm calling into the show. Man, I need to lose weight. Face is so fat. See, that's why I like wearing this hat, because it's like, it makes me, and the scruff, it makes my face look thinner. But some, like, if I do this, look at that. Like, look at that chin. A little bit of a turkey's gullet there. If I shave, my face is so puffy. I'm gonna start jump roping. I used to jump rope. I'm gonna start jump roping. I'm gonna keep walking, and I'm gonna try and maintain a diet. Goddamn, dieting is hard. It's not that it's hard. It's that your schedule can just. I mean, if you eat at odd times, like if you wake up, I don't know, at 11 a.m. because, I mean, I can do my jobs from home. And I've worked at home for the past 4 or 5 years now. And my health wasn't good, so I had no choice. I can't even read books yet. My eyes are that bad. Where was I going with that? Shit. I fucking forgot. I gotta watch how many F-bombs I do. I should say that the Raw, Zach K. Raw, I dropped just bombs. Curses. And just... I don't know, I won't get, like, nasty, like, sexual stuff. I won't do that. That stuff makes me cringe anyways. I'd rather just do it with some woman I like or love and not talk about it, because a lot of it's nasty, right? I said some sexual stuff, like there's so many nasty people in this country sometimes, and in other countries, but they'll talk about just dirty sexual stuff. It's like, dude, like, that's fucking disgusting. I don't want to talk to you about that. But I am a cursor. I do curse. On my other videos, I restrain that. But I think on Raw, when I drink, I think I'll let the curses flow. Fuck. 20 minutes. I'm 20 minutes in on this thing. 3 more minutes and I'm in the show. I should wrap it up here. See the chin? The turkey chin? Look at that chin. That's alright, ladies. I know that certain angles I look good and certain angles I don't. I got a woman anyways. I got a woman. And I'm in love. But it's a whole complicated story. I don't know. I won't talk about it much. In the future, I will. It's nice to be dedicated to someone. Yeah, and I just went on a stint of dating around and different women, and I always knew that this one I'm with now, that I would get serious with her. And I don't know. I don't really want to talk about it too much. 2 minutes. He's a this is what, you know, that song. She's a maniac. I always say that to Rob, Big Sarge. I always text him, maniac. Sarge is a maniac. I always text it to him. I did it to him like 20 minutes ago. Me and Sarge can talk for like 2 hours. And I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but for dudes, that's a long time. Well, you know, obviously women, they can talk longer than that, and so can I. I've been on the phone with lady friends for, 6 hours. 12, not 12 hours, but a long time, right? And girls can really do that pretty easily. But 2 dudes talking for that long? That's not easy. It's not easy. Because you both are like, eh. There's no flirting. There's no there's a very little complimenting. There's no like, oh, you're so much this way or that way. Dudes don't do that shit. So it's like you run out of shit to talk about. It's always, you'll say something and then both of you are thinking like, all right, should we go? and both of you just like sit there in silence and you wait to see if you guys are going to get off the phone or if something new is going to come up for discussion. That's how it goes. All right, so I'm out of here. This is like video number 4 or 5. I got to start uploading these things. I'm going to have to upload a ton of them. Okay, so everyone have a good evening. November 3rd, 2018, 7:45, 15 past the hour, to the hour. I might do a part 2 tonight. Talk at you.